The first thing you notice at a drifting competition is the noise. A crazed shriek of engines punctuated by the sudden firecracker pop of an exhaust pipe under extreme distress. Then comes the smoke, swelling up like a giant white wave moving steadily and ominously toward the crowd. When it hits, the smell takes over. An evil, acid stench of burning rubber that chokes the throat and makes the eyes water. Then the whole scene just collapses into one big sensory overload with the two cars careering wildly around the track like loose fire hoses as the fans behind the wire mesh fences crane their necks to try to make sense of all the madness. Drifting has recently picked up worldwide as a motorsport, but it did used to be a very niche community in Japan. People would illegally drift in the streets at night and down mountains. It brought with it an obnoxious style of loud and low cars, trying to squeeze as much power and as little traction out of their car as possible. As stated before, this has picked up as a motorsport, and people do this professionally across the world. They travel from country to country with their sponsors to drift for crowds. People tend to call this motorsport controlled chaos due to the absolute sensory overload that it causes and the wild appearance that it gives. Though it may not be necessary to know the background of one's hobbies, it is nice to know where things originate, and it helps you get a better understanding of why people do things in a certain way.